You can see the struggle this tractor is having up this hill. Oh man, that is not going well. And that is purely because it is in need of repairs. It's going to struggle going over that hill every time at the moment. And it's only going to get worse the more full this stone picker gets. Hello and welcome along and welcome back to No Man's Land. We are hooking up our tractor here, our Massey Ferguson, to the seeder because it's time to get some seeds in the ground here on No Man's Land. We brought a load back with us last time. We got some left over. Let's open up the back of this. That isn't opening up. Why isn't that opening up? Oh, there it is. Right, cool. We can undo that then. And we want to grab a weight on the back. Ooh, not hit the combine with the tractor. We want to grab a weight on the back and get these seeds unloaded and into our seeder. We're looking to plant the canola today. And if we have time, the barley. We do have our hired tractor, or our hired worker, sorry, going and doing the ploughing still on the other field, so we've got some de-stoning to do today as well, possibly. We are getting very close, though, to having to finish things off. We are, well, this is our third from last episode on this map, and I want to get the crops in, I want to get things planted, and then we're going to be looking in our final episode of selling off as much stuff as we can. We're going to take it to December and get everything to that point. And that should mean that we leave the farm with a good amount of money. Somebody did ask how much we still have as a loan on here. And the answer to that is 330,000. So there's a fair amount of loan on here still. Wow, that's still got 400 litres in that. There's a fair amount of seeds kicking about. 2 bags of seeds should be enough for us to plant everything we want to on here. And leave some that we can then follow up with and put into our gardens. So yeah, we're going to be doing all of that. Let's just drop this off at the back of the trailer. Right, there we go, and drop it off. So yes, all of the seeds will be used up. Whatever we don't use up in planting, we'll use up in the gardens, so those will be fully done and sorted. Yeah, we should leave with a decent amount of money. It'd be good to get the loan under 300,000. Okay, I think I've got it. I've changed this over to canola. Our tractor there is doing a lot of work. We have got some mowing to do, some cutting. So what I need to do, this episode, we need to get all of these crops in. So we're looking to get all of the canola seeded, and we're looking to get all of the barley seeded, which means we're going to have to de-stone the other field as well. Now, the way we'll probably do this is to get this field seeded first. By the time that's done, I'm hoping the ploughing is going to be finished. We can then swap tractors, go and do some de-stoning on the other field, get that clear, by which time hopefully the canola will finish being seeded on this field here. Or sorry, not on this field, on the other field. And we'll then be able to move on to the barley on the other two. Getting everything seeded today will be absolutely fantastic for us. So yeah, and we should have enough seed to get it all done. It is a seeding extravaganza today, but it should all be done. Now, you guys may have already noticed a problem that we have today. Our money is dwindling. We've got £118 left, and looks like our plough may have finished work. But there is some field left, so I'm going to have to sort that out in a minute. But I don't think we're going to have enough money to get a hired worker to go and do to go and do the seeding on the next field. We have a little bit of a problem here with that, in that if we run out of money, we are definitely not going to have enough cash. I don't think we're going to have enough cash to get that field finished. It's already, we are, halfway through this field. Just over halfway. So we should be able to get this finished. But if our hired worker over there takes a bit longer, we're going to have trouble getting all of that done as well. Now, what I might be able to do is, instead of getting everything seeded today, we're looking at doing grass cutting in October. And now we can still plant our barley in October. So if we can get all of our canola planted today, and then we'll be in a position that we can then plant the barley in October and still be all right. So what we might end up doing at the end of today is something I didn't overly want to do, but sometimes is a necessity. We might sell a little bit of crop, a little bit of our produce, and make some money back, and therefore actually have enough for us to get the hired worker working next time, and get these fields planted. Just about finished on this field now. We've just got this headland to do. And so we're going to head down here and back. Our other tractor's finished, so we've got a little bit of work to do over there to get that done. We're down to £72. So, yeah, we do not have enough money, really, to get a hired worker working on this second field. It is only 10:33 in the morning, but I'm going to have to switch things around a little bit. I think what we'll do is we will get this tractor back to the yard. We will then sort out loading a bit of produce or something on, giving us a little bit more money. We can then get our other tractor, our boer, onto the onto doing some seeding, maybe. I think it's it would be a good switch over. This tractor is in need of some repairs, though. So if I switch over to the tractor, yeah, you can see we're right on the red line with this tractor. So we actually need quite a bit of cash, I think, to repair this, which isn't going to be helping us at the moment, and isn't going to be helping our power levels. So that's not great. But certainly, if we switch things around a little bit, maybe get that other tractor doing some seeding, it is going to run out of money. Hopefully, by the time it runs out of money, we will be able to get it, or we'll be able to have sold some and get that sorted. Right, so that is this field finished off. Let's go and just drop the seeder here off at the top of this field. Still gonna want to do canola with it, so yeah, we'll drop this off here like so, and then we need to go and switch over this tractor with the other one, although we need to go and finish off the ploughing here with this other tractor. And yeah, then we need to do something about repairing this one. Really helpfully, this tractor is low on fuel. It's ridiculous. We have so much that needs to be paid for and done at the moment that is just causing us all sorts of issues. Get the front tyres of a tractor off the field with the back tyres on, you try and turn this plough, you end up with quite a bit of, quite a bit of lift, actually. You find if you turn it on the field, there's enough clearance for that, but it just lifts the front of the tractor enough to cause a problem otherwise. That wants to be the other way to match the furrows. There we go. Right, let's go and refill this tractor with some fuel. Drop off the plough, because we've no more use for that. And then we can switch things around. And with £72 left, yeah, we really are going to need some more money before we can get this fully planting that other field. There is just enough fuel in our fuel tank to fill this tractor up. We're down to 15 litres, I think that reads. We are going to have to fill the fuel tank before we forget. But yeah, that's not great. However, that does mean we can now drop this off and we don't need to worry about the rest. Right, I'm going to go and stick this on our seeder, and then we're going to see if we can load up some produce or something and make a bit of money that might mean that we can actually get all of this planted today. There should be some things. I mean, we've got a lot of lettuce over there. Looking at it, both our tractors are in need of repairs. That's not good. That is gonna be around about 10 to 15,000 pounds to repair both tractors. We do not have that kind of money at the moment. Right, connect that up. Connect that up. Reverse that up a little bit, and hopefully this will go all the way along here. Field not owned. Yeah, to get it right on the edge here is a little bit of fun. There we go. And you should straighten up to 90, and you're away. Perfect. Right, let's go earn some money before this runs out. So we've got a couple of things here that could come to our rescue. We've got a full pallet of eggs. We have a full set of lettuce. And we have 2 full pallets of honey. So let's have a look and see which of these is going to lose us the least amount of money. We've got lettuce, 1,621 per 1,000 litres. That's actually really good. Prices on the way up. Ooh, wow, from a low at the moment. 1,500 to 1,900. 1,600, so it's up there-ish, so it's still fairly low. So we're going to lose about £300 a pallet on that at the moment, compared to December. Oh, no, actually, compared to January. So I might leave you guys with some lettuce, considering the price doesn't rise till January. What else we got? Eggs. Eggs, the price is not too bad at the moment. We are looking at 1,900 per pallet. Yep, so October next month would actually be a better time to sell that. And then finally, we've got some honey. Where is our honey? There we go. Which again is at a low at the moment of 1,680. So it is about as low as it can go. None of these are good sales at the moment. However, we don't need a massive amount of money. So what I'm going to do is we're going to sell a couple. What we got a lot of extra stuff of is the lettuce. So I'm going to sell the lettuce that we've got here. There's also the fact that we're not going to be able to sell it at full price before we end this series. So we might as well put 4 loads of lettuce on here. It's 500 litres a pallet. So we're going to make around about 3,200. That should be easily enough to get our hired worker going again. So just get that on there. And then we'll just push it back gently. So I'm going to go too high. We're going to put another one on top of that one and then strap them all down. And then another one, and then another 2 at the back. But the other way around. So, again, slide under here. And grab that. Perfect. And yes, this will lose us the least amount of money because we will just keep doing lettuce to make things up. It's always the lettuce that comes to my rescue. both on here and on Old Stream Farm. The lettuce is the thing that has saved the day again and again and again. The potatoes we are going to make an absolute fortune off, although we're probably going to have to move some of those boxes soon because of how many potatoes we have. I want to get a bulk trailer that we can transport those in, because I'm not sure our trailer is quite good enough. I was hoping one might turn up in the shop used, but unfortunately has not happened. In fact, today is the first time for a while that I've had nothing in the shop in the used sales. It's almost as if the game knows that I'm not interested, or I won't be interested in buying anything, because we're winding things up at the moment. But yeah, it is very, very annoying that there really isn't anything in the shop to even tempt me. Not that we actually have the cash to buy anything. So lots of this series has been, oh, I'd love to have bought that, but I can't because we have no money. Right, let's get this on to the back here. Line it up. Drop it down. Probably would have had much space, more space doing it the other way around, but never mind. There we go. Right. Strap that down, like so. We can leave our tractor here. Not going to be enough money to repair this. I don't think we're going to be able to repair these until the end of the year. For now, though, let's get this down the shop and see how much this lettuce is going to give us. Should allow us to get our hired worker up and running again. And then we can deal with the stones. Right, into the sell point. Drop them off. Out they go. And yeah, looking to be about £3,200. Last of it, £3,257. Absolutely perfect. Right, that means we can get our hired worker going again, and we can get to removing those stones. I'm only hoping that with as damaged as it is, our little red tractor is up to the task. With a fresh injection of money, our hired worker is back working. That means we can drop these bits off there, and we can lower this and drop it off as well. There we go. There we are. And then we're just going to hook up our stone collector and get that going. Now, because this tractor is in real need of repairs, it's got a lot more horsepower than normal, and it's underpowered for this piece of kit anyway. And we're going to be using it on a field that is fairly uneven and hilly too. So, yeah, this may not go as well as I hope, but we should be able to still get the stones off here. It goes so much smoother when our tractors are actually working at full extent. At the moment, they're not. Right, I'm going to get the stones off the end here first, seeing as we're here. Let's unfold it. Back it into position. There we go. Start her up and drop it down. And it just makes it easier later on. Looks like there's lots of stones off here. Is that even lowered? That is not lowered. You can see the struggle this tractor is having up this hill. Oh man, that is not going well. And that is purely because it is in need of repairs. It's going to struggle going over that hill every time at the moment. And it's only going to get worse the more full this stone picker gets. We're 40% full now, and you can see the tractor is struggling to get up this hill with this fairly well loaded stone picker. The actual other side isn't too bad coming back downhill. You can see our seeder has now nearly finished the other side, and that's good. It's one of those things where I will fully repair this equipment, but I can't do that while we're using a hired worker, because the moment I repair all this, we're going to go fairly deep, I think, into some debt. I think we're going to go under the yes, so we're going to probably go about 5 to 10,000 into debt to repair the 2 tractors. So I want to try and avoid doing that while we have hired workers going. We're going to need hired workers. I think there was a little bit more stones back there, wasn't that? Yeah. We're going to need these hired workers for this day and the next game day. So as we go into October, we're going to need a hired worker to plant these fields with barley. I don't think we're going to be in a position where we can do that before the end of this month, because I want to skip forward to October so that we can get the grass cut. If we can get the grass grown as much as possible and cut in October, that's going to give us another 8 odd bales on the silage, which is great, and means that it will fully regrow by sort of mid-spring, which is even better. And we'll have got 4 cuts off it this year as well, which is pretty exceptional. But we need to do that on next month, on October. And then after that, yeah, we're going to head to December. We're going to sell off pretty much all of the crops we have. It'll be a little bit early for the lettuce, so I might leave the lettuce. Let me know let me know in the comments, everybody. Do you want me to leave the lettuce or get it sold at the end of this series? Because obviously it would be better to sell it in January, where this will all be left off at. So yeah, definitely let us know in the comments about that. But it's going to be a long old slog for the next couple of episodes to get everything in position. And yeah, then we've got a very big sell-off of lots of lime, of lots of crops, and we've got the barley and the canola to sell off. We've got the tomatoes. We'll have an awful lot of potatoes. It's gonna be a good income. How much money we get though, I have no idea. We're not far off the end of the field now, and we got 75% full off here. So our larger amount of stones off our other fields continues compared to that first field we did. I have no idea why it was such a difference on that first one. But yeah, we've got a much better coverage of getting the stones off here. In fact, I think we're going to cover most of the rest of this field here. Collect these up like so. Oh, I'm going to have to swing out here a bit to get those. That's all right. We can swing back round and then just grab these last few patches as we're coming up to 10 to 5 in the evening. So yeah, as I surmised, we're not going to have enough time today to get the barley in, but that's okay. The important one to get seeded was the canola. That is now in. It's in before the end of September. Our other 2 fields are ready. What we do need to do is get those fields rolled, and I think we've got enough time today just to get that done. So I'm gonna bring our other tractor back, get it out of the way, and yeah, we'll get those 2 fields rolled, and we'll do it the quick way that everybody's been telling me I should do for those 2 fields. There we go. Tip that up. And yes, our field roller or rollers are just over there. Perfect. So disconnect that. We now want that to start processing stuff as well. But our field roller is this one. And this is nice and wide, so this is a job that should finish fairly quickly. So back up to the field we go. I'm going to do both of these fields at the same time. We're not going to lift the roller because, again, not realistic to lift the rollers. There we go. Down. And away. Right. We should get fairly good roll on here, and then these fields, yeah, just won't need rolling. Gonna have to move the tractor out of the way though, because of course it's finished over here and is in my way. Not looking too bad. Now, this little tractor has been an absolute godsend. I'm glad we picked that up. It hasn't taken us very long to get this done. It's only 10 past 6. Getting myself turned around, and yeah, there's not a huge amount of width left on this. I do love these rollers. They do make things nice and quick. They're not a huge amount of horsepower to use them, and yeah, they do the job nice and easily with a tractor like this, which is great. Even one that is in as dire need of repairs as this one is. But we have completed this well. I'm very, very pleased to have got the canola in. That was my biggest worry, was that we might not get turned around for these crops and not get them in the ground. That we're going to be able to get the barley in next month is going to be great. We just need to make sure that we have enough money kicking around to do that. Yeah, we're going to be... Bring it over a little bit. We've got maybe 1 or 2 more passes here. And certainly this is almost... Yeah, this is going to be a full width pass at the top here. So we're going to run over this bit again in order to get ourselves in the right place. There we go. Yeah, don't have access to any of this land because our fields go right up to the edge, which was a bit of a problem when I was doing the hired workers earlier. It very much didn't like me doing that. But now we're overlapping far enough with our own land there to get it to work. And we just got the very top bit of this field left to do. As the lighting is beginning to fade on here, I'm fairly sure we're going to hear a howl in the near future. But I'm pleased with this. That has been a good and productive day on the farm. We are one step closer to finishing things off and getting everything in position. How much are we going to make off here? How much are we going to be able to pay any of the loan off before we leave this? I want to leave it with a good amount of money. But I suppose you could always borrow money again if that was the case in your game if you want to take over. Let me know in the comments. Should I pay off the loan as much as possible, or should I leave it, and then if you guys want to pay off the loan you can, or if you want to use it to buy new equipment and things you can as well. Let me know down below. But that's about it for today. We are going to be leaving this here, so that means all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.